Hello, everybody. We are at Oran Meadery, and I need to turn this around and let you see. They've got a great tasting room and beautiful outside seating. So let me turn this around. Look at that. We've got Lily at the grill. She's going to be doing some chai glazed chicken for us. This is the outside seating. It is beautiful. Wow. And what's more, she's got some auxiliary outside seating. And look at those chicken legs. Oh, seriously, yum. Wow. Look at that. That chai honey glaze is going to be so good. Meanwhile, let's go ahead and take a look. And these planter boxes are so beautiful. You've got roses and lavender, the whole 9 yards. She's got semi-outdoor seating right here. This stuff is gorgeous. Gorgeous. And right on into the tasting room. Seriously, this used to be just a plain old warehouse. Seriously, this thing is beautiful. They've done such a great job with this and got some really cool seating over here. Got themselves a stage over here. And I've been actually using my laptop right over there. Beautiful, just great stuff going on. We've got some of this equipment here. You know they're breaking out the big guns when you see those bunkers. And of course the bar, and there's Lily. How cool. She's gone right on out, and let's follow her out to where we're doing this chicken. What do you say, Lily? Can you tell us about this chicken or what?
Oh man, this chicken I am so excited about. So I used your chai spices. As we were talking about earlier, these kind of ethnic foods, these kind of traditional spice blends from other countries, you know, it's really hard to find good quality in this country that aren't chock full of sugar or salt as fillers. And so this chai spice blend is fantastic. I have been to India. I've traveled around India. This is lovely. This is really lovely. And so I really thought it would go great with some of our honeys. So we use varietal honeys in my cooking as well. And so I actually use this with a local wildflower honey. That's going to be really nice. It's going to caramelize really beautifully on this. One of the fun things that I did with this chicken was I brined it overnight, and I brined it in a combination of Tazo orange spice tea, the wild sweet orange tea, with your chai spices and a little bit of soy sauce and a little bit of garlic ginger paste. That's one of those ingredients that's not easy to come by here in Roseburg, but if you have access to like an Indian grocery, it comes in a big jar like this, and it's a combination of garlic and ginger ground up together. It's my quick fix for like when I want those spices, easy peasy. So it's a really nice trick if you can get a hold of it. But grinding it overnight, we actually do at our meadery or at our home, depending on what happens each year, a mead brine turkey. So we take our mead and we put it in the brine, and we also put spices and different kinds of savory. Anyway, kind of did that same sort of thing with this chicken, and I think you're really going to enjoy it. It's going to be fantastic.
So, Lily, what have we got here? It looks like a potato salad, and it smells divine.
So I decided to do a spin on potato salad, right? Because everybody's used to your traditional mayonnaise-based potato salads, and sometimes German potato salads, but let's face it, not my favorite. So your jambalaya spice, oh my God, it's so good. It is absolutely fantastic. It is probably one of my favorites they're all really fantastic, but this one I'm going to go through like mad. I mean, you can see how much I use in this. It's crazy. So this is a Cajun spiced, Cajun inspired spiced potato salad. So it's got the jambalaya spice mix. It's got the andouille, however you pronounce that sausage, the Cajun sausage.
Anybody watching who is Cajun, please help us know how to pronounce this phenomenal sausage.
Right? So I cooked up the sausage with some red bell peppers, and some yellow bell peppers, some vidalia onions that we were talking about before, and then mixed in some balsamic vinegar, a little bit of olive oil, a little bit of salt and pepper to taste, and made this fantastic Cajun potato salad. You could, if you really wanted to go full jambalaya, you could throw shrimp and chicken in there too. That was totally, and you could just have a full meal right there. This pairs fantastically with our Dragon and Phoenix mead. So our Dragon and Phoenix is one of our drier meads. It is mesquite honey with Asian pears, so local organic Asian pears. Like we were talking about before, all of our fruit is as local as we can get and as organic as we can get, and from small farms. I really am a big supporter of small farms, small apiaries, as much as we can. So this is a drier mead, so think Pinot Gris. So if you're a white wine drinker, this might be a good stepping stone in the meads for you. It is one of the driest of our lineup, and so appeals to people who really like the drier. You're going to get the hint of honey. You're going to get that sense of sweetness with this anytime you have a mead, even though it's going to finish dry. So the residual sugar on this is like less than 1%.
Wow.
Really, truly. Like when
That's
people go,
amazing.
"Oh, it tastes sweet," it's like, that's the honey, but not the sugar.
Wow,
So,
that is really amazing. So the smells coming off of this are amazing. I want to smell what it's like with these two flavors coming at me. We cheated. We've got a little can over here.
so, we were talking a little bit earlier about different types of honey. So, varietal honeys are something really special. If you think about winemaking and winemakers using varietal grapes, we use varietal honey. So, depending on what kind of flowers the bees are foraging is going to affect the flavor of the honey.
Right.
So, this mesquite honey out of Arizona, and I love Arizona honeys, the desert honeys concentrate the flavor really nicely. It's a little smoky, a little spicy. Pairs great with the sausage and the potatoes and the jambalaya spice. That smokiness comes through. So
I'm smelling the mixture coming at me, and it is heaven. Yeah, we've got the same. It must be the mesquite honey. We've got the same top notes as with the last mead that we tried, and it is different. It is very different. That must be the Asian pears. I'm not terribly versed with Asian pears, so
get a little bit of golden allspice from the Asian pears, which is fascinating to me. Like you definitely, the skins on the Asian pears bring out those flavors in particular.
awesome.
So
We're all about that.
ooh,
Okay, there's a lot of sweetness to me. It just hits the side of the tongue. There's also a tactile dimension to this that it's supposed to sting, but it's so mild. That's just really cool. So, tell us about some of the tips and tricks on this stuff.
Oh, yeah. So one of the things, whether you're making mead or cooking a wonderful dinner, one of the tricks to lift your food or your mead is acidity. So if you've got a meal that's kind of feeling a little flat, a little boring, a little kind of shallow, adding some balsamic vinegar, adding some lime, some lemon, some citrus will lift the flavors up and bring them forward in a really bright way, a really fresh way. And same with the meats. We kind of look for this tripod of sweet, and so sweetness and acidity and tannins provide structure to provide a perfectly balanced mead. And that's what I go for in my meats is balance,
That is amazing.
right? And complexity.
And this is also amazing. You do not taste the balsamic vinegar, but knowing that it's in there also tells me that with the flavors going on around here, that it has actually tempered a lot of flavors, a lot of really acrid flavors, and just kind of lifted everything else up. And that is wonderful. It is so good.
And honestly, that's a trick. If you have something bitter in your food that you're trying to oh man, this bitterness is coming across too strong, use a little balsamic vinegar.
Yes.
It will help mellow and balance that out really nicely.
And a little sweetness for something too acidic.
Yep, absolutely.
So what happens, I'll bet you it changes if you take another sip afterwards.
Absolutely.
Whoa. Whoa, it does. This magnifies the sweetness of this. Amazing. Absolutely amazing.
Great for this time of year.
Good job.
Thank you. Cheers.
Hello, everybody. We are now here for that honey glazed chive chicken. I am excited about this. Now, we teased you a little bit about this earlier, but I want to see how this came out. Look at that. Oh my gosh.
Beautifully. Turned out
So, what's the secret? Seriously.
So I really find anytime you're going to do anything on the grill that brine is such a great way to keep the tenderness, to keep the juiciness of the chicken, especially poultry. Chicken, turkey, we do a meat brine turkey here, like I was mentioning. Ooh. And so this was brined overnight with some Tazo sweet wild orange tea and your spices. Threw a little bit of meat in there, threw a little bit of the Odin's Eye Reserve in there, and then some ginger and garlic and orange juice. Orange juice. Perfect. Oh yeah. Definitely going for that Asian kind of spice flavor.
Oh, nice.
Even though the chai is traditionally Indian, you still kind of get some of that, again, the Asian fusion kind of feeling going on. I threw some soy sauce in there with that little umami flavor. So I think these are going to be really good. I'm really excited to try them. So I brined them overnight, and then I made a honey orange juice spice glaze for on top. So equal parts orange juice and honey, and then your chai spice blend, a little extra garlic, a little extra fresh ginger.
Oh my gosh.
I think it's going to be fantastic.
This looks fantastic. Oh man, I never would have thought of honey glazed chai, anything. I mean, it's totally out of my wheelhouse, but I am so open to trying new things.
Cool.
So tell us a little bit about this Odin's Eye Reserve.
Okay, so this is something really special, folks. And if you like the idea of it, I wouldn't wait around too long because our reserves are going to go. So this is made with our Odin's Eye Mead. Our Odin's Eye Mead won gold for the dry metheglin category at the Mazer Cup, which is the largest international mead competition in the world. When I set out to become a mead maker, that was the competition that I have aimed for. That is the one that I have wanted to win gold at. You know, mead makers from all over the world send their bottles for this competition, and last year we won gold with our Odin's Eye. And our Odin's Eye is a mesquite honey again, aged with about 12 different spices. So cloves, ginger, allspice, star anise, rosemary, black pepper. This great combination of spices. And then we take it for our reserve and age it an extra 2 years in a combination of American oak and bourbon barrels. So it's fantastic. It's so good. It's so good. I think it's going to go with these chicken legs fantastically well. These are all the pairings that we'll be doing on the 26th, and so we'll be doing some chicken wings that day. To come on out, it'll be a lot of fun.
Yes.
So
and here at Heart's Desire, we should be there as well. While she dishes up this browning on that is so good. Oh my gosh, great caramelization. But we will be there as well with all of these blends that you've been seeing with these just amazing dishes. And this gal knows how to cook. So we are just so honored to be here with award-winning mead makers and to just be foodies together. This is so fun. So let's check this out.
Cheers to awards past and future and new opportunities.
Yeah, it is really kind of spicy. If you hadn't told me that there was star anise in there, I wouldn't have picked it out. And I've been told a lot recently that I pick out the strangest things that other people don't pick. So this is cool. This is very cool. It's subtle and very well blended.
And that's, again, what I go for is subtlety and complexity. Like, I don't want you to get hit in the head with a cinnamon stick. I've tried so many metheglins, so spice meads, where that's the case, where it's just overbearing too much of one spice or another, and it becomes lopsided. So,
you know, subtlety is a work of art.
It really is.
Oh, wow. That has a rich warmth to it. A real rich warmth to it. And a warmth that stays kind of in the top of your mouth, and it's almost savory on your tongue as it kind of rolls around there. And that's gorgeous. That's beautiful. I can see why it would pair well with this, because that rich warmth almost cries for something extra sweet, but with that saltiness to it, right? So let's check this out. I am going to have this recipe. Seriously, I'm going to make this for my family. You know, one of my favorite things to do with sweet things like Chinese spice, which we do make, but only for special orders, is I like to mix it with soy sauce. Because to me, meat doesn't need to be sweet. It needs to be savory. And this is not sweet at all, but those sweet spices, and there's a lot of sweetness around there. But you've done such a great job just enhancing all the flavors to just beautiful picture. Oh, wow. So this entire thing has been absolutely phenomenal. Me, foodie, love flavor. Yeah, you think? So let's see how this changes the overnight.
Yep.
Oh my gosh. Whoa-wee! That totally turns it into almost a dessert wine.
Right.
Now, I would expect that amount of sweetness from something like a Moscato.
And this really is actually, we consider this a dessert to some degree. It's not as sweet as some of our full-on dessert meads. It's only about 3% residual sugar. But it can, this is a great, like if you like bourbon, if you like an after-dinner cigar, or, you know, those kind of, this one speaks to our guys really strongly.
Really?
I have to say, it's one of those, like, if you've got somebody who's like, I'm not really a wine drinker, I'm more of a bourbon or a whiskey drinker, or those sorts of things, that's this. That's the after dinner, savor it kind of thing. But then it pairs really well. It goes so well with food. Mead in general, just they go great to food.
The chicken is very, very savory. It's a little on the salty side.
And the brining, you might want to go a little less on the brining.
You're going to play with your salt-water ratio in your brain to fit your family.
Yeah.
But I would not put this on a smoker.
No.
At all.
No, I think
it would almost ruin a lot of the subtleties to it. So, wow. What a day. This is awesome. And we're really looking forward to seeing you on the 26th because it is going to be phenomenal.
Digging time. Cheers.
Cheers.